time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love.
Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, your worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Dad, when are you going to stop blighting the environment with this atrocity? My God, can't you see that it wants to die? Let it go. At Cornell University, they have an incredible piece of scientific equipment known as the tunneling electron microscope. Now, this microscope is so powerful that by firing electrons, you can actually see images of the atom, the infinitesimally minute building block of our universe. Roger, if I were using that microscope right now, I still wouldn't be able to locate my interest in your problem.
So, again, we have Groundhog Day. Literally one of the least interesting rumors right now sweeping Star Wars. A few days ago, whenever, Obi Chinoy, the hapless documentarian that thinks she's finally going to get into narrative film by directing a big tent movie for Star Wars called Jedi Academy, starring Daisy Ridley, was asked about the movie and said, again, positive things about filming it. Now, did anybody tell Bob Iger that? Let's get into our way, way back machine, back to February, in the first quarter earnings call. Mr. Iger said, and you can go back and find the audio, that they had quietly canceled movies being developed. And one of them was likely the Rey movie. The only movie he mentioned for Lucasfilm was Mandalorian and Grogu. That's it. That's and when Lucasfilm has a movie in production, that's all they're doing. They're doing that movie and that movie alone. So, why would Chinoy keep doing this? Well, she wants to keep her name out there. She's looking for work. She was doing PR with over her TV documentary about Diane von Furstenberg, the clothing designer. And, they asked her about this stupid movie. She, of course, couldn't say Disney canceled it. She probably can't accept the fact. But the fact of the matter is, there's no reason for Disney to have this movie going forward at all. There isn't. Chinoy probably was told that. And the fact of the matter is, the fact that Disney won't contradict her is the thing that keeps people coming back to this. All right, again, she's doing this for PR, okay? But again, we also know, right, that the only movie that they're making right now is Mando and Grogu. And, we thought we had a firm filming date, and they've kind of backed off on that. But it's really interesting to me, looking at all this and seeing the hullabaloo she causes every time she opens up her mouth about it. The fans don't want it. Jon Favreau won't make it. He won't be part of it. And it was just, look, the only reason why Kennedy even had Daisy talk about it, and she had all those, those people show up, Stephen Knight, and this idiot right here, Chinoy, was to fuck with John and Dave, and what they were doing with Ahsoka. What she did was ruin any energy Ahsoka had, because she knew, look, Kennedy is a conniving fucking cunt. But she's smart enough to know that anything that she slaps her name on, the fans will scream and rant and rave. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, she stole their thunder, and she took any energy away from Ahsoka because she wanted to ruin it. That's the only thing I can think of. It's really effing amazing to me that these people, the reason why I just get amazed is that we have to go back to revisit this every time Chinoy shows up in the news, because she can't stop talking about it. And, news reporters, they do the same thing to fucking Daisy Ridley. They ask her, and these two stupid bitches answer like it's real. And it's like, look, will you quit it? Please, for the love of all that is holy, just quit it. Because we're sick of it, okay? You've got people asking questions. Why would we revisit or want to revisit Rey when she's literally the most unsuccessful character in Star Wars? It makes no sense. But here we are, Groundhog Day yet again, and it's like, this isn't happening. Stop asking. Let's talk about this more.
So difficult. Excuse me, Niles, but I've got news for you. Copernicus called, and you are not the center of the universe.
So, why do we have to keep revisiting this? First off, again, like I said, Obai Chinoy wants the PR to drive her basically non-existent career forward. Secondly, Daisy Ridley gets to talk about work she doesn't have and pretend she has work. Okay. Thirdly, I think it's also Kennedy still trying to stick it to John and Dave and ruin what they're doing, because she knows that the fans hate her guts. Okay, and if she can't have Lucasfilm, no one can. Okay, that's her attitude, and that's where we're at right here. Okay, it's one of those things where you're looking at it going, why are we still doing this? And of course, the black pills run with it, because regardless if they have zero evidence beyond the chattering of a nonsensical feminazi documentarian, a skinny vegan British twit, and an angry 71-year-old hag who should be sipping Chardonnay on her deck looking at the Pacific, or in Portugal sipping port. Or wherever, Why? Because people think this way. If I can't have it, no one can. This is my legacy. I'm going to make Star Wars the way I think it should be made. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And here we are. So let not your hearts be troubled. there is no Ray movie being filmed anytime soon, which can be translated, it's never going to happen. I mean, even, Jason Ward months ago said the same thing, and he is the biggest suck-ass Kennedy fan on the planet. So there you go. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good afternoon, and I might go live later. See you around the galaxy.